I've mentioned in multiple videos on the importance of sleep, and I wanted to make a video on it. So in this one, I'm gonna do just that, where I go over some things to do to potentially help you sleep better. Before I begin, if you enjoy this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe. Watch me stream, usually Tuesdays to Thursdays, around 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join my Discord server for updates and to add suggestions for new videos, and hit the join button for $2.99 a month. So once again, I'm going to go over a lot of actions and techniques that you can do, starting from the beginning of your day to just before you go to bed, but I'm going to throw some things in there as well that you can do at any time. Number 1, getting some sunlight into your eyes as soon as you wake up. The reason for this, as explained by Dr. Andrew Huberman, is that the light particles, measured in lumens, is a way to keep your circadian rhythm in order, and it helps you wake up. Sunlight is way stronger than the artificial lights from bulbs, and it also gives you that vitamin D, which is beneficial. A similar action should be done in the afternoon when the sky is kind of orangey, to once again give you an anchor point for your circadian rhythm. And to finish it out, when it's dark outside, you want to keep the lights dimmed, turned off, though that's kind of weird to walk around in pitch black darkness, or for an alternative, using red lights. Real red light therapy do seem to have a lot of effects on sleep, as shown by one article on female basketball players having better sleep when in use. However, you can just use like LED lights, I believe, or just cheap red lights, and it should still have some beneficial effect. Next is exercise, which doesn't have to be in the morning or the evening, it can be at pretty much any time. However, it should not be high intensity if it's going to be less than an hour before you go to sleep. So don't do it 30 minutes before bed, but if you do it like 3 or 4 hours before, a couple hours of basketball, like in the evening or the afternoon, that's a great idea because you'll feel very exhausted and more likely to fall asleep than not. Regular exercise works as well, like getting your 10,000 steps in, going for a jog, stretching like yoga, as it'll have similar benefits. Next, you want to reduce the amount of unwanted noise in your bedroom as much as possible. If you live in an area or have people in your room, potentially using a white noise machine or playing something relaxing on your phone as you try to go to sleep, like sounds of rain or oceans or wind, may help you feel more relaxed. Another is slightly lowering the temperature of your bedroom by a degree or 2, as the body does the same thing as it's about to go to sleep. And you can do this with an AC or with a fan, which also gives you the benefit of a white noise machine as well. Next is blacking out the bedroom, making sure little to no light comes into your eyes as you go to sleep. So getting a sleep mask can be beneficial. It's a very cheap option, though don't cheap out too much and get a nicer version so it doesn't feel like a face hugger. Otherwise, if you don't like sleep masks, blackout curtains and using clothing to block out any light coming through can also be useful. Now when it comes to drinking and eating food before you go to bed, the general rule is not to do it 2 to 3 hours before bed. One study does say that as long as the food itself is low in calories, around 150 calories or less, it should be okay, though many do say not to. I don't think it's a big deal, but if your sleep quality is degrading, you may want to try eating a little earlier, like maybe an hour or 2 hours before. In terms of drinking liquids like water, this may actually affect your sleep as well, where you wake up in the middle of the night because you have to use the bathroom. Try and get a big gulp of water 2 or 3 hours before, or if you still want to keep drinking, take small sips and use the bathroom just before going to bed. Now, the most common one, phone addiction, right? Most people have this, and if it's serious enough, you may want to take your phone and put it in the other room and get an analog alarm clock. If you still can't sleep after doing all this shit, it may be because of any internal issues. Common ones could be anxiety or stress, and there are short-term solutions, like melatonin for example, for a quick knockout. An alternative, which can be potentially longer use, is taking magnesium tablets, which I would say is better in comparison because it's a necessary micronutrient. A long-term solution, however, can be the use of meditation and breathing techniques. I've mentioned this before as well on the benefits of meditation, so about 5, 10, even 15 minutes a day right before bed can help you feel more relaxed. Breathing techniques are also great because it's part of meditation as well. As for breathing techniques, you can use something like the box breathing style, which is basically 4 seconds of inhaling, 4 seconds of holding, 4 seconds of exhaling, 4 seconds of holding, repeats. A more aggressive form of this would be like the Wim Hof method, based off of tumo breathing, which means internal fire. It's a controlled form of hyperventilation, followed by a long pause after exhaling, and then a large inhale and a pause after that. It may actually help you fall asleep, as there are some potential of you fainting, or even having hypoxia if you do it unsafely for long periods of time, which is fucking dangerous. However, if you do it properly and within your limits, you should be okay and should feel more relaxed. Another thing you can do is actually address the stress or anxiety at hand. It may require professional help if it's very serious or even mildly serious, but some things you can start with are like mental health videos, like for example from Dr. K, to give you like a outside perspective on what's maybe happening in your head. This mixed with the physical changes of the breathing patterns, where controlling your breathing causes you to feel more relaxed, intentionally breathe in a way that helps you lower your BP, it should help you feel calmer and much more likely to fall asleep. Finally, go to bed and wake up around the same time. So for example, you would go to bed at 12 and wake up at 8. And if there's some difference, like let's say 7:55 you wake up or 8:15, it's okay, as long as you roughly cover the 8 hours needed every night. Thank you all for watching. It isn't all the techniques you can use, but it's a lot of them. Hopefully one or multiple of these works for you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Watch me stream on YouTube live 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesdays to Thursdays. Join the Discord server linked down below in every video, and hit the join button for $2.99 a month to support the channel.